Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we've got some bad news, some sad times for the PlayStation Pony fanboys. So they are suffering from a horrible, devastating disaster, which is called HHD effect of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. The fact that it does actually run on an HDD has got these Sony simping disease guys really out there freaking out. I've seen them all over Twitter today. I got on there and I was playing around and I was like, what the freak is going on over here? What's going on with these guys, man? They are literally freaking out. IGN, everybody's coming to Sony's defense. And I'm like, you know what, man? I've said this from actual day one that, hey, man, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is actually a PlayStation 4 game that has some things that are used to take advantage of the PlayStation 5. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, my friend? Blunted, hitting. what's what's up, man? So yeah, we're gonna poke fun at the little PlayStation fanboys today. We're also gonna talk about Kid Smooth, talking about wanting to sell Xbox to Apple. Just a whole bunch of nonsense going on over there, Twitter. I figured, you know what, man? I'm kind of just burnt out, and I just want to hang out with the community. I want to just, hang out with the community. Like this PC thing has got my mind all freaking screwed up right now, running at 100 different miles an hour. Got people telling me that you're just making videos to try to justify your purchase. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm justifying my purchase, man. What do you think YouTubers do, man? You think we're just made out of money? We buy a product, we cover said product on our channel, try to get as many views out of that product as possible while helping you try to find a product that's going to be suitable for you. Come on, my friends. Come on. Hey, Chris, what's up, my friend? Look, I'm all about taking, some cheap shots or not cheap shots, but taking some pot shots at Nvidia right now. Every Nvidia product that I've bought so far has come with severe limitations for the money that I paid for them. And that's just what I'm getting at, man. I feel like every Nvidia product that I've bought has just come with some severe limitations depending on whatever class you buy it in. And the reason it comes with severe limitations is because they really do market that DLSS thing, so it makes you feel like your product can punch above what it really can. And it kind of like puts you in a mindset. And I'm so glad that I was able to switch to AMD and adjust a lot quicker. I'm adjusting a lot quicker to AMD, and I do like the product. I do like AMD for what it does. I don't feel like AMD is trying to oversell me on a bunch of product, on a bunch of magic that's going to make my experience better. No, I mean, like, getting into AMD, you come into AMD and you automatically just feel like, oh yeah, cool, this is the spot. But we're not here to talk about PC. We're here to talk about the PlayStation fanboys and how they're getting destroyed, man. They're actually losing another one of their exclusives to the Xbox. And from what I hear, man, Xbox or Square Enix is going to start working more closely. They're going to start taking their Xbox thing a lot more seriously. I guess that virtuous cycle money never came through from the PlayStation fanboys. They don't buy games. They sit there and say that Xbox don't buy games. Yet they get these exclusives handed to them on a silver platter from like Square Enix and whatever anybody says, dude. Square Enix is one of the top freaking, like, one of the top video game makers of all time. They are good at what they do. If you want to be mad at them and say like, yeah, you're not bringing it to Xbox, I don't like your games, and like whatever, like the little fanboy wars. But when you really come down to it and you really think about how long Square Enix has been a pillar in gaming, they make quality products. They make quality products. So getting those products on Xbox is a good thing. Not having them on Xbox, it makes the Xbox brand look weak. But now that PlayStation fanboys do not buy Square Enix games, they have to make money. They have to make money, dude. They're a publicly traded company. They have to make money. I think it might be time to sell the PS5. I know the data proves that fanboys only buy COD and FIFA. Exactly. Fanboys only play freaking Genshin Impact, dude. They got Genshin Impact. That's why Square Enix is like, let's just get these guys some foam stars, bro. They did. Square Enix has made a lot of huge blunders, bro, by not supporting Xbox for as long as they have, and favoring Sony for new projects and new games. Yes, Square Enix is definitely going to have to. Square Enix is definitely going to have to win back the trust of Xbox gamers for sure. Like they're going to have to do that, and they're going to have to commit. They will have to be highly committed to Xbox to bring those games to Xbox day and date when they come out on PlayStation. They have to, and they have to utilize the Xbox power. They have to. They cannot rely on PlayStation. PlayStation is a sinking ship for people because PlayStation is just not offering that thing anymore. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? I know, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Like on the Sundays, we're gonna do this. Just so everybody knows, the AMD content is going weekly. I'm just gonna do the weekly thing on that. I haven't necessarily burnt my bridges on it, but it's getting to the point where like a weekly update should probably suffice. MBG's not happy about Xbox getting Final Fantasy 14. Well, why would he be, man? He's a simple-minded freaking PlayStation fanboy, dude. That's all he cares about. They Why would you care if a exactly, man? It's the same game. I don't really like third-party games doing exclusivity things with just one platform, man. I want to be able to play that game wherever I want to play it. I don't want to have to deal with so I mean, like certain games, definitely you're gonna play good on a PlayStation 5, I mean, no doubt, but I want to have that opportunity to play these games wherever I want to play them. And the best way for these developers going forward to continue to make money. Hey Travis, how's it going? The best way for these guys to make money going forward is to just start treating gamers equally. Just start treating everybody equally. I mean, we used to complain on this channel about parity, but in the greater scheme of things, man, after having the experience that I have in PC now, it really like visual parity is probably something that should remain consistent, to be completely honest with you guys. Hey Onyx, how's it going? Black Knight, welcome back. SSD. That Sony simping disease has turned into how come Sony never gets called out for the BS? Because everybody, well, I mean, when you got people like IGN sitting there trying to be like, yeah, see, Digital Foundry, the experts said it couldn't work. We sat here last night and we watched. I was gonna live stream from Streamlabs today. I tried to get on there, but it wasn't working. But we sat here last night. I even posted the video footage of that game running on the on an HDD. Like, yeah, I get that I sent you a video to see how to set up your Logitech for 4K OBS. Okay, I'll look at it. I don't use OBS. I use Streamlabs. But I might switch over to OBS. I might. Like OBS is essentially the same thing, but I use Streamlabs. Hey, Seven, what's up? Not needed for Ratchet and Clank at all. I honestly think, and I've been saying this since the day I played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, is that it feels like a PlayStation 4 game, like it does. They did utilize the overall architecture of the PlayStation 5 to essentially make it so you could have playable cutscenes. Is what I'm feeling. If they were to that whole section where it stops and it loads and then it goes through and then it stops and it loads. If they would have just made that one continuous cutscene, there would be no problem, dude. Everything else, all the little portal things and everything work on an HDD. It's just those cutscenes. If they found a way to recode those, that game would easily run on an Xbox One or on a PS4. Ooh, OBS is less CPU intensive. Try it. I will. I did try it for a little while, but then For some reason, I just stuck with OBS. I don't know, probably marketing for OBS or something. People were like, "Yeah, you gotta use Streamlabs. OBS is freaking awesome." So I was using it, but maybe I'll try the other one once the first bit loads. It has, yeah, it ran perfectly on my machine, man. It's just it's just that first part, like that first cutscene, man. So much better with a mouse. These ponies are terrified of Xbox repairing their leadership relationship with Japan. God forbid Xbox. Exactly, man. Dude, Xbox is coming back and they're coming back stronger than you've ever seen them come back before. This is insane. This is incredible. I'm very happy and very optimistic about the future of gaming once these guys start working together again, man. Like, we need better support for Xbox. That's the one thing that Xbox has lacked is true leadership, like they're getting from Phil Spencer right now. Phil Spencer is not afraid to go out there and try to get games on the Xbox and not be like pushy about it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to use the might of Xbox's treasure chest to go out there and badger everybody into submission like PlayStation does, out there trying to badger all these developers into submission, being like, "Yeah, you got to just see the way our virtuous cycle works. It's a virtuous cycle. The more repeatability we get on the PlayStation, the more virtuous cycle we get. But some of you guys will 100% be sacrificed for the greater good of the virtuous cycle." It's like Square Enix has been getting sacrificed left and right for the greater good of Sony's virtuous cycle. And I think they finally just said, you know what? We're done with it, man. We're just going to start playing by the rules, the regular rules. Whole industry going forward is going to open up more. Xbox, reason being, it's more of a force to reckon with now. The Xbox. Yeah. PlayStation used their might to push everybody around for too long. Everybody's starting to see that, like, Sony's virtuous cycle doesn't include everybody. It doesn't include everybody. It doesn't include everybody. It's just releasing the same two games remade. Now I'm grateful that Sony has to compete again, dude. I'm grateful because now we're going to start to see Sony firing on all cylinders again. I do kind of feel like they are a little bit left. I still kind of feel like PlayStation has kind of veered a little bit too far toward the games of service, and I just don't think that community on PlayStation is 100% as committed to games as service as they think they are. I think that you'll see a lot of Frog. That way, I got upset with Smooth. Phil got Bethesda, ABK, and fixing Japan games issue, but Microsoft needs to sell to Apple. I know, I saw that, dude. I don't know. I'm just gonna chalk that up as Kid Smooth wanted some views. That's all it is. He's just needing some views, guys. Just go give him some views, make him feel better. I don't know. He's just trying to get people asking questions. Is there a bug on my camera? Bug on camera? No. Those little firebugs from outside, man, they kind of come in here and hang out. Yeah, I'm really sick of remakes from games. I know. I mean, like, some remakes are okay, but my gosh, man. No, there's no bug on the camera. I can't see one. My one gripe with Xbox on PC is the store hardly has any big third-party releases. We have to do. Yeah, I wish they would. I wish they could get a little bit better with the I wish they could get a little bit better with the Play Anywhere. I think that would be freaking awesome. No, I got this. It might be that light up there. Freaking flickers and stuff. Hooking up my LG C2. Nice, Mr. Huck. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good TV, man. I love the premium experience of this LG, dude. This thing is absolutely incredible. This thing is very, very good. I just feel bad for the ponies. Let's get these ponies some love. Let's make them feel welcome over here today. Let's get some pony love going today, guys. Let's get some pony love going today. Let's make them feel welcome, man. Let's make them feel welcome. Come on, ponies. Come on over and say hello. Ooh, what's up, Dashi? Bashi? What's up, my friend? AMD for life. That PC can push. That LG can't it? Yeah. Yeah, this AMD is pushing this LG. It definitely is. I've had really good results with 4K gaming so far on this thing. It looks incredible. I was just playing around with Crisis before I left. That game with ray tracing, man, is very taxing. Ray tracing is such a dude. Ray tracing is such a gimmick, man. I hate how it destroys the performance of games. I literally hate how it does that. But then I'm playing around with Control Remedy earlier, and I'm playing around with like 1080p and then upscaling to 4K, 1440p and upscaling it to 4K with ray tracing and stuff. And I'm loving the way that game has that scalability for that, and it still looks incredible on this freaking LG OLED. Like it still looks amazing. I have a love hate with I need ultra wide now. Maybe. LG OLED is awesome. You need a Bud Light. I do need a Bud Light every day. America. Copy of the Ratchet and Clank trilogy for PS Vita. Nice. I don't like how it freaking I don't like how ray tracing destroys performance, man. I feel like it's ultimately designed to just make you want to spend more money. Cuz let's face it, bro, if you don't have like a top end card from either side, your ray tracing performance is going to vary so drastically. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is kind of a gimmick, man. Like it's cool to have when it works. It is cool to have when it works, but at the same time, man, if if um if you're playing a game, however, Cyberpunk Path Trace is something else. It is, Paul. It is. And when I was playing around with that, I mean, with this card right now, I can get the path trace to work over 30 frames per second at 1080p. I can use 1080p and I can get it to work. And that doesn't look too bad on the 1440p monitor, but at the same time, man, it's like if the tech is that heavy and it just so I mean, I guess PC guys have been playing around with this for a long time, with games like Crisis, stuff like that. If the performance is so freaking bad on top of the line equipment, it kind of just feels like a gimmick right now, man. It's one of those things where it's like, oh man, I just want to see it, and then you buy it, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I just want it to be a little bit better, and then you buy another card, and then it just keeps going, man. It just keeps going. FSR3 by the end of this year. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see how the fake frame rate on FSR3 works. Set your machine to 1080p, put everything on. Also do 4K, no problem with external upscaler. Yeah, it's not a gimmick when it's done right. It looks amazing, but yeah, I agree. It takes a lot of power in there, and it not there across the board. It's definitely not. I mean, if you've got the high end, like a 3090, or you've got a 4090, or you've got like a 7900 XTX, 50 60 6950 XT, and you're running these games with the ray tracing, and you're having to use upscalers and all of this kind of stuff just to get these things to actually run. I would say that the tech is not there. And if that means that you're having to use that on those upper end cards, anybody that's buying a lower end card, man, like I just absolutely feel bad for those people, man. Like I feel bad for them. Only fake frame generation that would exactly. I mean, isn't the frame rate of a 4090 with that like 15 frames or something? See that flag, that poor guy who was crying with joy about Final Fantasy 14 was getting. I'm always wary of people who mock others by other people's joy. They're usually so unhappy in themselves they bring. Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that, man. And that does suck, dude. all those little ponies over there on Twitter, they're like, yeah, let's go ahead and tear this guy down because we're getting it handed to us because our Ratchet and Clank ripped apart. Please on an HDD, man. Please on an HDD. I went to high school with Ray Tracing. He wasn't all that. Who wasn't all that? With who? With Ray Tracing? Oh, with Ray Tracing. It wasn't. Oh, I get it. Oh, I see. Ray tracing is something interesting, man. Like it is cool, but at the same time, like the performance tanks that you get for that, man. Oh my gosh, don't fall in love with ray tracing until it actually is available on freaking consumer friendly PC hardware and consoles, man. I think I think if you want to get technical about it, the PlayStation 5, their use of checkerboard rendering to make ray tracing look better is definitely pretty cool. Is definitely pretty cool, and it does give you a little bit more bang for your buck, being able to use that, but you're still usually going to 30 frames per second or sub 1080p to get that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Checkerbirds are back and cooler than ever. Makes control the game it was designed. Yeah, for real. I agree with that. Control Remedy is definitely a game that really benefits significantly from ray tracing. And the fact that I can get it running good and looking good on a 4K screen with my card, I'm happy with that. Everything, the frame generation, RT, etc. Get an NVIDIA card if you want raw rasterization power and good price. Yeah, cool family game. Glad it came on PS Plus. Yeah. Yeah, I bought it when it came out day one. I bought Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart day one when it came out and reviewed that on the channel. It was pretty fun. It took about 12 hours to get through that. I was kind of a little complaining about it back then. I don't think they should have sold it for $70. $70. And I've been playing the hell out of that old Modern Warfare 2. It honestly so much fun, so much nostalgia. Nice. Said that it's not really useful unless you're getting around 90 to 100 frames. What the frame gen? See, I don't know. I think there's an honestly, Travis, I think there's enough new people like me in the PC space that would turn on that freaking frame generation and be like, "Oh my god, blistering fast is so good." You know what I mean? Like there's enough of us out there that are switching from console to PC that would probably be like deers in a headlight for that technology, man. But if you're an older person that's been on freaking PC for a long time, like you could probably see through the crap pretty easily. And I think that's where things are going. I think the new crowd, the new PC gamers are falling for the whole tech blitz, and the older PC gamers are like, no, man, we just want our freaking actual freaking power. Yeah, I wouldn't use it. Also, I meant to say, Frog, make sure you got your LG on PC mode and 4x4x chroma switched on. I think the TV guy on YouTube had an excellent video on how to set it up. Okay, I'll look into that. I think I do have it set on PC mode. Xbox One. Xbox is gonna win. They're trying. Bet a lot of the newer games just get it pre-built. Bet a lot of the newer players just get it pre-built. Oh yeah, probably. Weird artifacting issues though also causes screen tearing and vertical tear. For some reason, increases latency. Just overall more negative than positive, I think. Well, I mean, people are out there screaming from their lungs that like it's the best thing ever. Deal. That's yes. They're scalping the Spider-Man 2 PS5 covers going up to 200. Yeah, dude, I ain't buying those. I did try to get a set, but they were already sold out by the time I could get on there and try to get one. Cuz I would have liked to have those Spider-Man covers, but PlayStation keeps freaking cheating their customers, man, left and right, bro. Making it too easy for other people to get it. You should be fishing. Oh, I know. Oh man, it's too hot, my friend. It's too hot to be out there fishing right now. It's like 100 and something freaking degrees today, my friend. I work in the heat. I work in the hot all week long, bro. I work in the hot all day long. So like going out there in that heat to try to fish, no, man. Like once once we start to get closer to the end of August and stuff, then I'll probably go back out there fishing again, but not right now. AMD has more longevity. I would say I'm only like 26 days into this, Travis. I'm not gonna make that prediction just yet. But I will tell you that all of the newer games that I'm playing on this card do feel significant. I mean, I'm having a good time with them. But imagine me being on like a 6950 XT with 16 gigs of RAM. Would I still be in the same position I'm in right now? Would I still be happy with that? That's the thing, man. Like I don't want to try to overhype people for AMD, but the way I see it, price wise, for 20 gigs of VRAM, 24 gigs of VRAM, I think VRAM is the key going forward this generation. I mean, I think rasterizing. Did you get rid of your no, it's just over here. I got it hooked up to my Vizio, Andy. I just can't. Yeah, it's just right over here. I switched the room a little bit and I put the PlayStation and everything on the Vizio over there on the dresser so that I had more room this way. Because I don't really have anywhere to set the PlayStation on now over here. So the closest place to hook it up is behind there. Can't really stretch a cord all the way to the TV for it. So I just got it set over here. That way I can run my capture card to the PlayStation 5 and still be able to use it this way. So it's just hooked up to the 4K to the Vizio now. I play around with it over there, man. Like when I'm laying in bed now. I don't really play the PlayStation enough to even care, dude. I was actually honestly thinking about putting it in the front room, to be completely honest with you. If I still had regular dual senses, I would. I would let the kids just play with it until Spider-Man comes out. And then I'll play Spider-Man. Going forward with PlayStation, I just don't know if there's going to be a whole lot more that's going to really get my attention. The fact that probably, I mean, obviously F1 2023 doesn't have PSVR2 support, so I'm not going to count on WRC having PSVR2 support. Um, that would change a lot. Gran Turismo still doesn't have freaking Pikes Peak in it, so there's no reason to sit and play that, especially with I've got Gran Turismo coming, or I've got Forza Motorsport coming out soon. I just don't know. Nobody puts PS5 in the corner. It's in the corner, man. It's over there. It's collecting dusties. I thought that was half the reason why high frame rates were a thing. Makes animations much smoother. Oh man, hold on, guys. I gotta go get a bottle of water. My throat's getting. Okay, I got some water. Gosh, bathroom break? No, water break. I need some water. Oh, and I gotta turn my AC lower. Oh man, this desert sucks, man. I live in a actual desert, and it sucks. Like right now, we are at whew, 99 friggin' degrees today. Gosh, that's so ridiculous. What toys are you wanting next? Probably the Quest 3. Probably get the Quest 3. And then I will probably be right back to Nvidia pretty quickly. I'm just joking. I'm getting back on the FOMO wagon, guys. I've decided I'm getting back on the FOMO wagon to go buy me one of them 4070s so I can hate myself. Xbox doesn't make a mid-gen upgrade and Sony does. I'll be forced to get a PC. If I'll tell you what, man, after playing I played Remnant from the Ashes with Delusions of Grandeur last night and his friend on the LG on the Xbox, playing it in balance mode. And to tell you the truth, guys, I'm not disappointed with the way it looks. But the thing is they can keep throwing all the power they want at us with these consoles. And I don't think 102 in Georgia, ooh boy, they could keep throwing all the power they want at us with these consoles, but the only thing that's going to do is really the developers are just going to keep you know what I mean? Like I don't think it's going to fix the problem. I don't think it's going to fix the problem, my friends. And we're just going to be I don't know, man. If you're willing to spend more money on a mid-gen refresh this generation, honestly, maybe you should just go PC. To be completely honest with you, maybe you should just go PC. Maybe you should go PC. Maybe you should, start investing that money there. And yeah, okay. Like, here's the thing, man. Like my Xbox Series X looks great. My Series S looks great. My PC looks freaking incredible. Like this thing looks so premium. I'm like, dang, that thing is nice. It's not an eyesore. It looks good, but it is kind of big, man. It is kind of big. My nephews see how much better the PC is probably for at least for us older guys that can afford it, man. For us older guys that can afford it and want to have I'll tell you, Joe. I'll tell you right now, man. Setting a PC up on a 4K screen and being able to adjust things and play around with that and get your 4K and all of that stuff. Once you see the difference in just how like actual 4K with max settings with a high frame rate feels, it kind of just I don't know. I mean it kind of does something to you, man. Like you just kind of it's not like you look down on consoles, like you don't look down on them. You just see you just see like you just look at it and you're like, okay, $500 for an Xbox Series X. It will range from 1080p to 4K in visuals. It's got a fast SSD already in there. It's convenient. It's super fast. It does everything I needed to do. I just plug my controller in. I put it on my TV. Not it makes you see the value of your PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X for what they actually are. Like you value them even more having a PC, like a high-end PC, because when you spend as much money as I have on a PC to get I mean obviously better results, but like similar picture like the game's visuals they change but not enough to be like not enough to make it look like a different game is what I'm trying to say. Like it's still the same game. If I'm running Jedi Survivor on my Xbox on the 1440p monitor and I'm running it on the PC over there, like the game world looks the same. It looks absolutely the same. Like there's maybe a little bit more like clarity in the PC version, but overall it really does look the same. Like you get a little bit more clarity in terms of like visual quality, but where it really starts to shine is performance. Like like you get to have your cake and eat it too. Like you don't have to worry about 30 frames per second anymore. Like that's like something you don't have to worry about. If your game can't run at 4K at max settings, you could drop it down to high. You could keep dropping it down until the game runs. And I'll tell you what, like it doesn't matter. These games now, the way they're set up, it really doesn't matter. Even 4K with low settings on a PC, you're still going to get the same overall visual experience out of that game as you would on like the Xbox, and being stuck. there's more options on PC to get you where you want to be in terms of like power, visuals, all of that stuff. And even running on modest systems is not too bad. Like you buy like a new graphics card, and then you go back and you look at all the older games, and they're incredible, man. They just anything from Xbox One generation, definite, or Xbox One and 360 generation is where I seen the biggest upgrade from like visuals from console to PC. That was huge. That was absolutely huge. Being able to see Castlevania Lords of Shadow running on the PC at max settings versus the Xbox, Xbox Series X running in backward compatibility. The uptick in visuals is significant. Like it is like, whoa, this is incredible. Yeah, exactly. Consoles are perfect. Consoles are perfect for what they are, man. But like having like, see, here's the thing, man. PC has kind of taught me that like the consoles are priced at the price they are because they're a locked down. They're locked down. Like they are. They're locked down. They're they're a lot more optimized for like for your games going forward. And every developer is going to have a different. You're going to have a different experience from every developer. So is basically what you're doing is you're paying for convenience and you're paying for just something that's working. You want it to work always. And pretty much you would think you were buying a console for the consistency of the experience. And that's fine. Usually a mix of me. That used to be. They are these settings are running pretty a lot higher than I think they ever have on consoles before, Sev. That was the case on 360. That was the case on Xbox One. I don't necessarily think that's the case going into this console generation, but I do think that it is going to start getting a little bit more. I do think that you're going to start seeing your settings come down. LG Ultra Gear monitor from 1440p to the 4K 120 hertz, just in case I do make the jump to PC. Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I think that I honestly think, Joe, that you would probably I think you should probably keep the 1440p monitor around just for the just so you could see the difference of running max settings at 1440p versus running max settings at 4K. If you do that, I think you should keep that. I think you should keep that just so you can at least for your performance games, at least for the games that you want for performance, because 4K is still pretty taxing. Like you're right around 70 to 100 frames a second with the 7900 XT on most games at 4K without any upscaling. Like what is it? Assassin's Creed, I'm getting about 100 frames ish at 4K with max settings. So I mean, it just depends. For a living man, they aren't high settings. They are custom mix of medium low with they used to be. They used to definitely be. There's definitely some higher settings. When I put in some of these games that I bought on both, PC and the Xbox, I can see more in like resolution than I can in like overall settings. Your videos while I play, nice. I would definitely have them both hooked up, Joe, and see and see what you feel like. Maybe your 1440p monitor is going to be for like your your hardcore like your hardcore like competitive games. but then your 4K is going to be for like your story games and stuff that doesn't really matter if they drop under 60 frames or whatever. Those are the games that, yeah, dude, 4K is just really, I could game on a native 4K easy, but that's expensive and kind of pointless. Yeah. 4K is nice for emulated games. High refresh. Oh yeah, dude, Maddie, definitely. Anything made pre Xbox One generation, bro. On the just having like max settings looks absolutely incredible. Have 4K, it's like, woo, this is good. I was playing around with Splinter Cell. I did that for you guys. I did a Splinter Cell video, I think. Splinter Cell at 4K, well, actually 6K. I was running at a 6K, and whoa, it is absolutely freaking beautiful. That game holds up very well. I played it on the Series X yesterday too. I was like, wow. I mean, this looks good on Series X, but gosh, dang, you get so much detail, man. I wanted HDMI 2.1. Oh, with the yeah, that arcade is worth it for classic games. Nice, Kenneth. Nice. Hey, 2 months. About PS5 Pro, there's a chance 7700 XT or 7800 XT. And the Pro console, I doubt it. Why would they? No, that sounds ridiculous. At max, you'll probably get like 16 teraflops of power, which really isn't going to make that big of a difference visual wise. I don't think, anyways. I mean, I think that you've already seen, if you bought Remnant 2, you've already kind of seen what Unreal Engine 5 is going to look like in those types of games. Maybe a little better, maybe a little less, depending on like AAA or not. My expectations for games, dude, is such a roller coaster right now. I'll tell you what, though, playing Resident Evil 4 at maximum settings at 4K is absolutely freaking stunning. Absolutely stunning. No blur anywhere, no softness. It just looks incredible. And the funny thing is like actually running that with like subsurface scattering and all of that stuff and like the hair strand system, everything that they've got in there on 4K, it has that really good look to it. It doesn't have that like crispy look on everything. The actual materials look like they look good. Even with the Remnant 2, just dropped 76 after tax on Remnant 2. That's a lot of money to a patient gamer. Oh yeah. Well, Captain Crunch, I do think that Remnant 2 has got some. I was playing around. I was playing last night with with Delusions of Grandeur from the community and his friend, and we were playing his end game, like we were playing his friend's end game. Ooh, man, that game is awesome. I freaking love Remnant, dude. I love Remnant 2. Absolutely incredible game. Getting in there, playing that. Oh, such a fun game. I like that game. It's definitely not something that I would ever sit down and finish, by myself. But I like playing that game with other people. I like playing that game with other people. I like playing Elden Ring with other people. Um, I like playing those games a lot more with other people as opposed to a single player experience now. I think that since I've started this channel and I've started playing those games with other people, much better experience, much better. PC games can't find cheaper. No, you're talking about pirating? Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, you get free games on GOG or not GOG. Yeah, GOG and like Amazon games, all kinds of stuff, dude, all the time on PC, man. Like they're always giving away free games, PC games, man. The consoles are, yeah, dude, the consoles, I'll tell you what, the money that you save from not having to pay for online services, man, is awesome. The money that you save just by paying $100 to EA Play Pro and you get to play all their games, every release that comes out that year. Yeah, dude, like you save a lot of money on PC for games. I have RX 7900 XT. It is a great card, but I do play Remnant 2 on PS5 because lack of HDR on PC in that game. Yeah. Um Is there even HDR on the console versions? I know it comes on, but I don't know. But you can't really play online with those free games. Why not? All night. Oh, you mean the pirated games? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I would never ever pirate a game ever. Period. I don't even care. Like I'd just as soon pay for it, man. It's not even, it's not even that big of a deal. You just pay for them. If you want to play a game, just pay for it. I mean, I'll tell you what, dude, I wasn't happy. I wasn't excited about having to pay for Resident Evil 4 again. Like I wasn't. I've already bought it once. I didn't want to have to pay for that again. I didn't want to have to pay for Survivor again, but I did. I bought both of those. I bought Modern Warfare 2 again. I bought all these games again. Like it is what it is, but CD keys, baby, CD keys. Just get a cheaper price. I did pay twice for Remnant. I paid $150 for 2 copies of that game, man. And I'm absolutely devastated that the developers wouldn't give me one code for free on that. I was like, "Are you serious, guys? You got to have 5,000 views, man. You got to have 5,000 views to take advantage of playing our games, man. You got to have them." Actually, let me check out this right quick cuz they said I had free games or something in this thing. For some reason. That was what I was trying to remember to check, and I did not check it. 13 offers. Let's see what I've got. Metro Simulator 2, Tomb Explorer VR demo, Bloodhound, whatever that is. What the freak, dude? Remnant 2 is out of keys. See, that's what I hate about these sites, dude. They're like, "Oh, you got to have this many views to be able to get anything." And it's like, dude, I make all kinds of content. So trying to hit the 1,000 or 5,000 things for my channel is just not there yet. PS5 Pro will be around. No, I doubt it. PS5 Pro is gonna be, dude. I love it when people are like, "Yeah, man, PS5 Pro is gonna be like." No, dude, you saw what they did with PS5, 10 teraflops. That system is 9 teraflops, and then they up the clocks to get it to 10. When if Xbox was to do the same thing, I bet they could push these clocks higher on Series X and Series S and get more T flops out of them. But dude, it's not really going to make that big of a difference. So basically, yeah, dude, they're not going to make PS5. The most they're going to do is double it. The most they're going to do is double it. You might get 20 teraflops, but I'm thinking 16 to 18 sounds a little bit more Sony. A little bit more Sony, man. Microsoft would probably go like 20 teraflops or 24 teraflops. I just don't know if it'd be worth buying an upgraded. I just don't know if it'd be. I just don't know if it would be worth buying a mid-gen refresh for a lot of people. I mean, I'll buy one. I'll buy them both, but that's because I have a channel and will definitely create as much FOMO for PlayStation and Xbox as we can. You know what I mean? You could spend $800 on a graphics card, but you're not going to buy an Xbox Series X Part 2? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'll buy one. uh, I already did buy my Xbox Super Series X that plays that plays old PS5 games. I bought my Xbox Super Series X FX that plays old PS5 games. Another mid console. Yeah, dude. If they're gonna bring out a mid console gen refresh, that's stupid. That's so dumb. But I could see Sony doing it. Why would they give up their pro moniker? I've been saying that since I started this channel too, though. I've 100% expected PlayStation to do it. There's no way they're giving up that moniker now. They got PlayStation 4 Pro. They're gonna have PlayStation 5 Pro. Unreal 5 has not shown its face since that amazing mentoring. Yeah, it has. We just got Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is 100% Unreal Engine 5 Nanite. It's not using Lumen yet. They said they're going to bring Lumen and all this other stuff to it, but right now it is using Nanite. It is 100% using Nanite. So you can check that one out. Layers of Fear is all built on Unreal Engine 5 now. You can play that on your Xbox, PC, PlayStation. That one looks really, really good. The Fortnite obviously is Unreal Engine 5. The Immortals of Average will be out in August. I like Lords of Fallen, bro. After playing Remnant, Lords of Fallen, that one's Unreal Engine 5 as well. And I think that one there is going to that one's going to be interesting. Yeah, I got me a new trucker hat. New trucker hat. It's got America. America. No, my wife went to the like this big country show with her friend. And I heard there's a super secret showcase coming up that Sony won't be holding back. Oh gosh. Yeah, that secret PS5 will look like a Big Mac, probably. Yeah. That super showcase is coming, man. It's coming. Don't worry about it. It'll be here. They're gonna have the bestest games ever, guys. There's gonna be so many exclusives. Oh dang. Oh man. I'm really hoping to finally see Final Fantasy 7 remake come to Xbox. I really hope that happens. I think PlayStation has oversold their virtuous cycle, and I don't think Square Enix is buying it anymore. I don't think Square Enix is buying it anymore. I think they're like, yeah, you know what, man? It seems like you're getting pretty good money out of this virtuous cycle, but we're not doing very well. Oh man, PS3 emulator work all right on 7900 XT. I haven't even tried. I haven't even tried. I don't do the emulators yet. I'm still trying to wrap my head around freaking just regular games on it, slow hardware. Quality is quality. We like quality. L of Fear's great game. Played on 7900 4K RT over 60. Yeah, man. I have it on the Xbox. Um, Bloober Team gave me review code for that, and I live streamed a bunch of it. A lot of people came to it. It was pretty cool. We'll make another SOCOM game. Yeah, I think they really should, Adam. They really should. They should bring it back. I think the SOCOM could easily compete with Call of Duty, man. I do. They gave up on SOCOM when Call of Duty started getting popular on the PlayStation. When people started buying a lot more Call of Duty on the PlayStation, that's when they kind of gave up on it. What was our last one? Like SOCOM 4? And then they moved on. Remnant on had to lower. Yeah, dude, I'm just playing it on the regular mode. It's a beast. We were playing on medium last night, Artemis. We were playing on medium last night. I think I don't necessarily think it would touch COD, but it would definitely give um I know a lot of PlayStation fans would be happy to have it back. I know I would be. Yeah, they would have to bring in first person and third person though. Because most SOCOM fans are third person fans, but if they brought in first person, I think it would do better. Was on hard and lowered it to normal. 16 is great on PS5 because of 40 to 60. Huh. It was great, man. It was a good experience. I played through it on the 30 FPS mode. I don't even care. Like I played through it on quality mode. Quality. First person experience. You're right, that they do. Um, yeah, it'll have 120 FPS support when I get it on my PC. I would love to see them do a 120 FPS mode for Xbox. I think that would be very beneficial for Xbox to allow that or to have that. C2 be slapping. Oh yeah, that C2 is awesome. Super Series X. I know. Resistance to SOCOM. See, I never got into Resistance, but I loved SOCOM. 10 years to make their own. Yeah, 10 years. I enjoyed it when I played it. Yeah, finish it. It was about, dude, I spent about 40 hours on that game. I spent about 40 hours on that. I'll I probably will buy it again for PC because I want to see that game absolutely maxed out. I want to see it absolutely maxed out. Gosh, you guys remember when everybody used to be able to see that flag back there and they get all bent out of shape and stuff? They're like, why you got an American flag back there? And I'm like, because it's America. God. People getting all bent out of shape over a flag. I've been enjoying Ratchet and Clank on my 4090. Nice. Enjoy it. Play it. Have fun with it, man. That's the best thing. While we're waiting for that super showcase from PlayStation to show up. Oh, with the FTC against Xbox. Oh, I know. Nintendo and Valve get all the Activision Blizzard games. No more PlayStation, dude. PlayStation's been able to take advantage of the gaming industry for a very long time. And I'll tell you what, man, like going PC was definitely at first was a little bit intimidating, but then it's not so bad. To play in 30 FPS on OLED, yeah, it is. It is hard, Damien. You know what the secret is though? If you have Xbox, you just put it in 120 FPS mode, because the Xbox VRR range will let you utilize low frame rate compensation, so it gets rid of that judder, that OLED judder, a lot nicer than trying to play it on PlayStation 5. Dude, it just doesn't work on PS5. PlayStation really needs to fix that VRR situation. They need to have what Xbox has. It's just more. It's just better. But I grew up on SOCOM 2. Yeah. Same here, man. SOCOM 2 was so incredible. Enjoyed playing on PC than any console I had. The others, travesty depends on the person, I suppose. Out of all the freaking PlayStations, the PlayStation 2 was easily my favorite. PlayStation 2 is easily my favorite. I would be in heaven if they would go back through and just remake every single game on PS2. I'd be happy. I liked PS3, but I liked 2 way more. Skate VR. Nice, nice. Crossfire? No, dude. Firewall Ultra. Firewall Ultra. You was a PS3 guy? I just think PS2 had better games, man. You had like you had like Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. You had God of War 1 and 2. You had Castlevania, Laminate of Innocence. You had uh gosh, dude, so many good games from Capcom with Onimusha. You had Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. You had so many like Final Fantasy 10, just so many good games on there. SOCOM 1 through 3, SOCOM Confrontation. Do we have Confrontation or is that a PS3? I think we got Siphon Filter on a PS2, or maybe that was a PS3 one. Dude, we had a lot of good games on PS2. Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat, freaking Deception, Jet Li, Rise to Honor. There were so many games. ATV game, yeah. ATV Off Road Fury or something. ATV, yeah, ATV Fury or something. So many good games. Gran Turismo freaking 4. Yeah, dude. Killzone. The Killzone was a PS3 game, I thought. Killzone didn't come out till like PS3. Crossfire looking better than Firewall. Really? Crossfire? I don't know. I might pick up both. Definitely getting Firewall Zero Hour alt whatever it's called. What was my first game? My first game ever was Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo or on regular Nintendo. That was the first game I ever freaking played, and I was blown away back then. Killzone 2 remake, correct. PS2 versus OG Xbox was the Go era. To me, so many, yeah, dude, PS2 and OG Xbox. I mean, when OG Xbox came out and I was playing games like Amped and Amp 2 and SSX Tricky on there and just so many freaking cool games. You know, Forza, when that came out on there was awesome. Uh, God, the Gotham, what was it? Project Gotham games, man. We're you know, Metropolitan Speed, something. Gosh, what was it called? Metropolitan Racer or something. There were so many cool games on the original Xbox that just were cool. But I never got into first person shooters until the end of until like the beginning of the PS4 generation, man. I didn't play first person shooters before that. Castlevania, Laminate of Innocence, Curse of Darkness, Maximo series, yeah. Rygar on the PS2, Mark of Cree. Yep, Mark of Cree was awesome. PS2 was the absolute freaking prime. You know, we had Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. We had all the way up to Pro Street, dude. We could play Pro Street on PS2, man. That was cool. I loved PS2, man. PS2 was the absolute freaking best PlayStation ever made. So many games on there, just so many good games. Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh, Snake Eater was on there. So many good games. I think Xbox 360 was definitely better than PlayStation 3. To be completely honest with you, I wish I would have invested more time on the 360, but I was such a PlayStation fan during that time, dude, that like I played mostly everything on the PlayStation back then. I did play some games on 360, but like I bought that for my boys and I had the PlayStation. You know, Gears of War, this thing that came from God of War was good on PS2. Yeah, it definitely was. I don't know. I mean, I like God of War 3 on the PlayStation 3 as well. That was good. Still the GameCube. Yeah, the GameCube was awesome. The GameCube was awesome too then. So I did have GameCube, PS2, and the Xbox, you know. Watching only 20 some likes. Please hit that like button. Yeah, how are we only at 26 likers? We need more likies. We need more clicksies and more likesies. I love the intro to Snake Eater. Yeah. Man, games used to just be games back then, man. Now it's like now it's I don't know, man. Like I do feel like the time of gaming was much better around the PS2 and GameCube and the OG Xbox. I just maybe it's because we were younger. Maybe it's because we were younger, man. Maybe that's what it has to do with. Maybe we were just younger and we had more. I don't know what it is now. It's just like games are good. They're still fun. They're cool. They're obviously growing. They're getting better, whatever. But I honestly do think that like that some games, the reason why us older gamers are having a hard time getting into them is because they are kind of geared toward that younger generation of gamers. They're not really geared towards us that much. PS2 is your last PlayStation. I mean, I would love to say you're not missing much, but you definitely missed out on some good games. Static when I got a PS1. PS1 was incredible as well. I mean, PS1 and PS2, but PS2 is definitely the one that left the biggest impression on me. PS1 was awesome, but we had that whole first like the PS1 didn't really start getting really great until like 97 or 98. You know what I mean? Like that's when it started getting much better. But like them first few years of PlayStation 1 were oh never getting tired talking about games. Need to bring back the good old demos. Oh yeah. They do have those back. They're on Game Pass though. And they do have them on PlayStation too. You just gotta have PlayStation Plus Premium. Oh man. No, it's not that we were younger. Modern games we want are watered down and lack creativity. I sometimes I wonder about that too, OJ. But then I think like no, not all of them are watered down. They definitely like we've definitely gotten. I'd say we're definitely a lot more experienced at playing games than we were back then for sure. Games that used to feel like they were hard back then, you know, probably would be really easy and really simplistic if they were built exactly like they are now. If they were to come out and look like new games right now and they still played the exact same way they used to, I still think that we would still be I don't know. I definitely feel like I don't feel like everything's watered down, but I do feel like some stuff is. Bedroom. I see you have Series S there. Yeah, I got Series S. I got Series X. I got PS5, PC. I run all of them. I run the Series S on the 1440p monitor. I'm going to be testing that out on the LG here pretty soon as well. I could play them for hours. Can't do the same with modern games. Retro games are more satisfying to play for me. Okay, I guess it depends on the games. I know that I've gotten sucked into some older games when I start playing them. I've noticed that. Like when I play like Castlevania, I get stuck in that one and I'm like, woohoo. I'm in a part right now that I can't figure out. I can't figure out how to get out of it. I feel trapped and like everything. It feels like it's broken right now. Conquer Live and Reloaded. Maybe. Vampire Survivors earlier before I got here. Vampire Survivors. Oh yeah, Vampire Survivor. Yeah, that is a fun game. I need to buy it on my PC. I was playing Vampire Survivors with this fight stick. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. You got to play it with a fight stick, guys. It was actually pretty fun playing that. Oh man. Lords of the Fallen, yeah. That game's gonna be brutal, man. I've been watching some of that, and that looks like it's gonna be brutal. Odyssey Chronicles. What is it? Chronicles Odyssey or Odyssey Chronicle or something like that. The new MMO that's going to be coming out. That looks absolutely incredible. Brutal hard, yeah. It looks like it's going to be very hard. It's going to be brutal. Activision, that means they own Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions now, and they can make Banjo and Conquer. I yeah, we thought that one of Bethesda teams were going to take over Call of Duty, man, or not Call of Duty, but whatchamacallit, that one game. Does anybody know what these little things are for the TV? I forgot, dude. I didn't even plug these in. What do these do? What are these supposed to be? Are these like LEDs for the controller? This came with the TV. What do these do? I didn't even plug them in. It's for the controller. What kind of controller? For the remote? Set up where you can't see the TV or so. Oh, okay, yeah, we're definitely putting these back in the bag. We're not using those. I turn my Vizio on and it turns this TV on. I turn this TV on, it turns the Vizio on. Ugh, I'm already going nuts with like the remote thing. That is pretty cool. Remote control extender. I forgot about this. I was like, what is that? Like LED lights or something? Okay, good. Yeah, we definitely don't need that. I've already got it's already working good enough, man. So I don't remember Killzone 1 being on PS2. I thought those were all PS3 games. I don't remember Killzone being on PS2. I don't remember that. Maybe it was, but I don't remember that. Yeah, I played Alan Wake. Mine is still wrapped up. Yeah, it my remote works just fine. We don't need those. Killzone was PS2. I just don't remember that. I don't remember that. 6 on by voice with Alexa on both TVs. Turn on. Oh, nice. That is pretty cool. And it was with Net Play on PS2. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that. Or the hype for PS3. That's right. Those two launched with that. You're right. You're right. Killzone 2. That's right. I just didn't remember. I never played Killzone 1. Like I never played that game. I did play 2 and 3, but I didn't play that one in Killzone Shadowfall, but GTA 6, I think it'll be all right, but I think it's still coming to last gen consoles as well. Oh, 5-ish. Okay. The Sega Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast was great. Definitely ahead of its time. I think so as well. I liked that Dreamcast. I thought that thing was awesome. But yeah, dude, then it just fell apart, man. I ended up with the PS2. Sega. Sega. I can't wait to get my new desk, man. Hopefully I can get it this week. Hopefully I can get it this week, man. I'm gonna get a desk, a long desk, so I can have everything all leveled out, make it look good. Get my e-beggar sign, my whole e-beggar neon sign. 1 and 2 are awesome. Yeah, I loved Sonic. Got to get that desk. Got to get that e-beggar sign. $600. I'm gonna need you guys to donate for that. Yeah, I did play Mari. I did play the Liza P demo. I wasn't feeling it though, bro. I was not feeling that. Maybe I'll download it on PC and check it out again. I don't know. I was getting irritated with that demo for some reason. I was having a bad day there though too. Like I was in a bad mood when I started playing that game. So I'll have to come back to it. I don't want to completely write it off just yet. I mean, it's coming to Game Pass, so we'll check it out on Game Pass. Unless Lords of Fallen is next gen game. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Lords of Fallen looks like it's going to be absolutely awesome. The beer setting. I lost all my freaking recordings again, guys. I got this Call of Duty video that I where the freak oh, I think it's sitting over there on that other TV. Yeah, it's sitting over there on that other TV. I got this Call of Duty video that I made. Wow, that looks dark, dude. It was cut. Oh no. That freaking stupid that that always that freaking HDR thing on Windows is starting to get annoying. Very annoying. That is so annoying that because this looks so dark. Well, can't use that, dude. A whole bunch of freaking videos that I've made, just can't use them. So annoying. I'm gonna have to go back to recording on the 1440p, guys. Every time I put them on that TV, it just automatically enables HDR and it just ruins the video. Yeah, I've already beat the Jedi Survivor. Going back to 1440p, guys. Going back to 1440p. Lego 2K Drive is kind of fun for an arcade racer. Yeah, I bet it is. Bet it is. They want to be angry about everything, man. PlayStation fanboys are never happy. What's up, Jason? How you doing, my friend? I'm doing good. Do play the new Star Wars 7900 XT for 4K Ultra FSR balance. Yeah, I mean you kind of have to with that one. I did buy a copy of that on PC. I did beat it when it first came out. I did beat it on the what's up, TR man? I did beat it on PC, but I bought it on Xbox as well because my daughter wanted to play it. So I could just play this game. Oh man, that's over there on the freaking thing. Close it. Gosh dang it, EA. I got everything all messed up right now. So I bought. Oh man, we'll be playing some Immortals of Average here soon, guys. PlayStation 5 Pro is a waste of money. I think so. I think so. Honestly, you probably should just go get yourself a 1080p monitor, that Sony InZone 27-inch monitor, and just hook your PS5 up to that and be happy. Be happy. You can't really I don't know, man. It just doesn't really feel competitive to play 120 FPS on a big screen TV, man. To be completely honest with you, you want something a little bit smaller, something a little more snappy. Games are badly optimized like this new Star Wars. Yeah. Ratchet and Clank syndrome. they got that. They got that HDD syndrome, man. That horrible, devastating. That what did I put? That horrible, devastating disaster for PlayStation fanboys. Horrible, devastating disaster. Oh my gosh, SSD, Sony Simic disease has turned into a horrible, devastating disaster for them, man. PlayStation fanboys are suffering a horrible, devastating disaster. Ratchet and Clank running on an HDD, bro. That's absolutely funny, man. So funny. Whew. Dang, I hate being old, man. I'm gonna have to take another nap. Play some Immortals of Average. Immortals of Average. How much you guys want to bet that game is terribly optimized on PC when it comes out? Oh, I just woke up from a nap. Quantum Error devs are using console wars to yeah, exactly. You guys got to get it because he's the best on the SSD of the PlayStation. I'm like, dude, don't suffer from HDD, bro. I missed your stream. How did Ratchet and Clank run on your PC? It ran fine, bro. It ran fine on the hard disk drive. I put the video up. I posted the whole video. Let me grab that link for you. I just posted I was recording it while we were streaming because this PC is awesome and it let me do that. So let me just grab you a link to this and I'll post it right here for you. Here's a link to that so you can see how it turned out. Just to have all the power so you can power through the suboptimal ports. See, that's not good. I don't know if that's good advice, Titus. You shouldn't have to, bro. You shouldn't have to. No, man, you shouldn't have to do that. You should not have to do that. That's just ridiculous. You should not have to buy the top of the line just so you can power through trash games. They should all run. They should all work. It should be a good experience. Not the hard drive, lol. I know. Oh, I know. Not the hard drive, lol. What do you mean? It worked on the hard drive. It worked, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. Not my fault that Insomniac can't freaking optimize their game to run good on a freaking hard drive. They easily could have made that run on a PS4. That's the only thing I'm getting at with that video is they could have easily made that run on a PS4. They could have turned those sections into cutscenes and it would have went on just fine. LOL, as I'm not shocked. Yeah, they definitely lied to promote that PlayStation 5. That game easily could have run on it. It's a PS4 game that has that they I mean obviously look at that dude going through those portals is like the one time they're like, okay guys, we just need to get it right this one time and then everything else will work fine. PS5 did come in a clutch, but I would say it's more of the overall system too because it made me think what a good experience people get on the PS5 for that kind of money. Exactly. you get a good experience on these consoles for the most part, dude. I mean, if you can deal with the every once in a while getting a 30 frames per second game, I think consoles are just fine. Yeah, they are definitely cheaper than ever. He said it wouldn't play on. Have a lot of respect for Mystic. He said it would. It would play on a PS4 or wouldn't. Yeah. He said it wouldn't play on it or would. Let's go to wouldn't. I think the game easily could play on a PS4. Would it in its current state? No. I mean, well, certain parts would, but overall, I mean, yeah, they would have to optimize it for a PS4, obviously. Obviously, they would have to optimize that for PS4, but at the end of the day, like it would easily run on a PS4. They could easily turn that section into a cutscene. That one cutscene that you jump through the three different portals, they could easily made that a freaking cutscene to where it's loading in the next gameplay section, dude. They could have easily done that. There's no way that that game that part made any it didn't make any damn difference. It was all just basically a cutscene anyways. You had very minimal control over what you were doing while you were going through there. So yeah, they could have made that a cutscene and it could have played just fine on a PlayStation 4. They could have made that run just fine. I played through a lot of that game and it just went. I think he meant PS4 not fast enough or capable. Um, you could easily play that on a on I mean like visual wise and gameplay wise, Andy, it's pretty much like any Ratchet and Clank game, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, they could have easily optimized the portal cutscene. They definitely could have. They could probably even optimize it to still make it run good on a 5400 hard drive. Jedi and Hogwarts on console. It made get a PC. It made you get a PC. No, and then you get a PC, and then those two games still struggle on the PC, bro. Oh no, oh no, man. Like PC is not the end all be all, but it is better. It is overall better. But oh man, some of these games, guys, are just so badly optimized that oh, it's so bad these days. It's so bad. Our games are freaking trash. Hello, my love. How are you? Why? You got your shadow with you. Okay. Why would we be stressed about that? For what? In the church? Okay. I was sick. When is it? Well, I'm definitely not going. Uh, uh, let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. Yeah, I can't take that many days off of work to do that. Oh, I was sick when The Last of Us dropped. Never played it on PS3 when it dropped. Dead on the inside. In that state, I was dead on the inside. Oh man. Uh, It's time SSD drives become requirement for games. Yeah, I do think that it is time to. I mean, it was kind of childish of all of us freaking YouTubers to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on a freaking HDD. It is childish. Don't get me wrong. It is childish, but Sony didn't need to lie like that. They did not need to lie and say that the game could not run or that it could only run with the power of the PS5 because that's complete nonsense. That one part of the game was it. Everything else would have ran just fine without an SSD. And they know that. And it's ridiculous that they would that they would say that. That's so dumb. But I do think that SSDs should be the future for games. I just think they're better. Most of these motherboards that you buy nowadays come with a M2 drive anyways, and even just a Gen 3 SSD is sufficient enough for anything that you're going to run on it. Even just SATA SSDs are better than what they than what they're trying to say. So yeah, SSD is probably the future. Only use a hard drive for older games? Yeah. It's just yeah, SSDs are well, I'm gonna buy like a 8 terabyte SSD for the PC, just a SATA one. Stick that in there for all my older games. And that's about it. Yeah, just the loading. It's just storage. Console, PS5, Xbox Series X. We can compare to the RTX 2080 and RTX 3070, RTX 67 XT, and RX 6800. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But all right, my friends, I'm going to go. I'm going to try to help my wife solve this problem. I will see you guys later. Loading in open world games faster. Yeah. But all right, my friends, have fun. We'll see you guys later.